Hello to the part of TimeSplitters. This time we're doing 1970 Chinese. I will still no level after this one. Our characters for this one are, here we go, Detective Harry Tipper and Lieutenant Christy Malone. Here are their animations when you select them.
Oh yeah.
Harry here will appear in every game after this. He is just like our previous main character. He becomes a bit of a Austin Powers-like character afterwards. Just note that. There's a lot of animation going on. He's a very animated character, that's for sure. And Christy Malone. Only appears in this game. I don't know what happened to her, unfortunately. So let's go. So we're playing it from easy to medium to hard this time. I'm not going backwards. That was just a one-off thing. Chinese is interesting in that it is pretty much infamous for only one certain kind of reason. Otherwise, it's a very small, generic sort of map. And for the most part, it'll be the general thing for these levels in which your entire path is already open. Nothing's really cut down. You will basically go for the exact same path every time for easy, medium, and hard. It's just there's going to be a lot more enemies popping up to give you a hard time. So, we've got a pistol to start off with, and as you can know, oh no, the pistol sucks. But we have to do our best of this. Got an M16 though, our machine gun, so once you get that, then the fun really begins. Look around the corners though, because there are douchebags to be careful of. Also, take care of the windows too. By the way, windows. Keep a mind on that one, alright? Anyway, we got a shotgun now, and as you all know, when you know how to actually fire the shotgun, it's a fucking great weapon. And in this level, it really is. We're also on an Uzi, and again, as you all know, machine guns are great, and Uzis are fantastic for one reason only. In this game, you can dual wield. That means we get to have more than one Uzi in our hand. We always love that sort of thing, don't we? However, we can't really dual wield just yet until we are able to, actually get the option. Because in order to get the option, you kind of have to get a weapon that is dual wield. It's not like other games where, you get one Uzi and then you get another one and it counts as both. You have to get one that actually is together. So yeah, you have to kill an enemy that has both Uzis, like a double Uzi going on, before you can actually get the Uzi. Also in here, in this optional room, is a full armor as well as in the toilets, a health. There's no toilets in the other room, they're both kind of the same, and yeah, you will find armor and health in both areas, so this one does give you a lot of leeway on stuff. It will give you a lot of leeway on pretty much all abilities, so you will always find armor and health in the same rooms for the most part. Nothing really changes. Your only worry should be, not getting shot that much. For now, we're playing on easy, so it's not such of a problem. We've got a lot of health and armor to worry about, and, the enemies kind of suck, so getting rid of them is easy. But yeah, I love me a dual wielder, so I love the Uzi. The shotgun's great though when you know how to use it correctly, and yeah, you're probably using the Uzi and the shotgun a lot, because they're really fast and really effective. There you go. Now inside of here, once we get to the other side of the room over there, we will find ourselves right by our item. The thing about grabbing items is that once you grab it, if you have a dual wielder, it puts you right back to a single wield. I believe you can still dual wield, though I think you don't get the chance here. See? Don't worry, we got shotguns and machine guns to use alongside, so even if we do have to, only use one hand, we can still use something that I'll usually use a double hand. And yeah, now we have to fight our way out of here. As far as I know, you will have to do this sort of route every time. So, yeah, nothing really changes. The only difficulty here is the enemies. They, they appear more and they do more damage, and that's about it. So, we got a very unique way of doing things at the last level, but now we're getting back into the more generic difficulty way, where it's just more enemies and more bullshit. Ammo, however, is pretty much the same. It's just, more enemies to shoot down will lead to you having less ammo. That's about it. Every other item here is going to be pretty much the same. But that was Chinese for easy. Got a playable character. So that's up for medium, which I'm going to be doing from alone here. And medium is no different to easy, really. It's going to be pretty simple. You can kind of sort of run and gun this one as well. Nothing too problematic here, and, same strategy. Get the armor, get the health, then get down below and, take them all out, grab your shit, get rid of the TimeSplitters, and get to the exit. Nothing really changes. Story mode has, for the most part, the same goal every single time. You go forward, grab an item, come back to the same starting point or to the exit, and that's it. For the most part, every single exit will be right by here. And by the way, here are some setup thing in the options, which you have to look at. You can reverse your aim, you can have aim mode and all that. Preferences, though, you can turn on or off auto aim, changing weapon changes to best, always, or never, turn off vibration, and if you have vibration on, what kind of mode it will be. Will it be when you fire, will it be when you hit somebody, will it be both? Now here's the thing, you usually want to be on best, right? But here's the thing, if you love machine guns like I do, the game kind of has a patriarchy of sorts. You see, when you get a shotgun, it's better than the machine guns. Even though, when you really look into it, the M16 is kind of slow and not that great. And not only that, but the shotgun, it's only really good when you know how to use it and it doesn't spread and you can actually fire really well. Not only that, but they don't give you that much ammo for it either. The real winner here is the Uzi, but it puts it right by off the pistol. It's the third best weapon in the fucking level, according to the level. And I don't agree. You get more ammo for the fucking Uzi, and it's fast. It does good. And when you get the dueling stuff going on, the dual Uzi is by far the best thing you'll get in this level. But the game still wants this shotgun more than that, so my advice for this is tell the the better option, tell that fucking weapon change option to go fuck itself and change to never. Keep that Uzi on, especially when you get the dual weapon going on, because trust me, the dual wielding Uzis will do you much more favors here than every other weapon in the fucking level. Otherwise, it's no different here, you just don't fuck up, don't get shot much, get health when it gets low. Always do good your aiming. Auto aiming is on by default, and you should always keep it on, because why the fuck would you turn it off? And, yeah. That's about the gist of it. I got nothing else to really say about, the difference here. Now, of course, they do put an enemy inside the area of the armor, so, if you do go in there, you do have to make a bit of a fight to get that shit. But, there's nothing that different, really. It's just more enemies. In fact, I believe medium is the only time where it really changed the strategy up any way possible. I mean, there is one other thing hard does throw at you to give you a surprise, and I will say, it's a bit of a dick, and you might get confused on how to handle it, but, because I was at the start. But don't worry, because we'll get to that when we get to that. And I will tell you right off the bat what to do with them. It's just, when you're blindly playing, you're going to do what I did here, and, yeah, you wouldn't blame me, honestly. But yeah, once you get dual-wielding Uzis, stick to dual-wielding Uzis. They are really nice, and they are kind of better than the shotgun, even. So, right, let's just go ahead and get the health here, because I'm very low on health. And let me take care of the armor here, which we got to take care of the fucker over here. He has a shotgun. That was a character you're going to have to get used to. It's a special kind of character. He doesn't appear much. You see more of the chefs and such around here, but that guy is kind of a, I don't know, a main villain character, whatever, I guess. And he's interesting. Anyway, looking around, make sure I'm not seeing anyone hiding around the corners, because the game will do that to you. The crates do explode, be careful about that. And, yeah, grab your shit and let's go. Now, the game will spawn more TimeSplitters as you go on. In fact, I have the opinion that when we get to hard, it's gonna do a sort of common thing that you'll find in hard when it comes to story mode and such. Because, the game really loves doing this shit. I think I know the reason why. It doesn't want to make it too easy for you, you know, just having, you know, enemies spawn once and shit. I'll give you a hint. But, yeah, don't worry. We'll get to some of the talk on this one when we get to it. Right now, though, I'm going to the exit right now. I'm being medium. So, yeah. A bit longer. You know, twice as long, I believe. But for the most part, it's about the same, really. You know, just more enemies. But now, we get to the fun stuff. Because now we're getting into hard, and hard is going to play off a little bit more than just more enemies. You see, hard has two things for you. They don't appear until you get close enough to the briefcase, okay? It doesn't appear until you get close enough to the item. But, the first thing is turrets. Now, you haven't really dealt with turrets yet, you know, done the first level, but now, when you play hard here, you're dealing with turrets. Automatic fucking turrets on the roof or whatever, that will constantly shoot at you. And, you know, they're not enemies, they're just like machinery, and they will fuck you up, because they put them in places where they will basically fuck you, because you won't expect it too much. Now, of course, my problem here is I'm using the pistol, so, you know, that's a problem, but, you know, you got an Uzi here as well, right off the bat. I don't believe there was an Uzi at all when you start this off. I believe it was always pistol. That's new. And yeah, it's a lot of ammo for an Uzi. See, the Uzi is the good weapon here. Use the Uzi. Especially since you're doing a lot of this. Just shooting at long-range motherfuckers, strafing. Get used to that. It's a common trick. Strafing is always a god move. Now, of course, use cover because it's always cornering bitches and such. And of course, you got your shotgun and such now. You're not going to use the shotgun though. Like, at all. You're going to use that fucking Uzi and you're going to love it. I mean, yeah, take a lot of hits, and, you know, the long-range thing isn't exactly going to be a perfect hit thing, but, it works still, it does the trick, and it fucks them up. So use it. Oh, and remember where all the enemies are, you know? Remember that there's an enemy behind the fucking thing, there's an enemy right behind the corner to my right here, see? And there's a barrage of enemies waiting for you inside, so, you know, be careful of that too. Also, a lot of grenades. I should mention a lot of grenades will be thrown at you. About 3 guys throwing grenades at you, in fact. They can explode on impact if they hit you, or they just explode and then their radius, because it takes a while, just hurts you. And continues hurting you because of the radius, so, stay away from the radius. Now, I am getting low on Uzi, so I am using this machine gun now. That's fine, because it's still useful. And, yeah, now they're all dead, so now I gotta strafe here and shoot. As you can see, the slower fire rate makes it a little bit worse to take care of this. But, you know, still, it has its uses. And you still get ammo for it. Strafing and shoot, everybody. Strafing and shooting is great. It keeps you moving, it keeps them dead. And it keeps you alive. Okay, so now to get out of all that shit, we now have to be careful around here because there's enemies waiting for us, and they will fuck us up when we go ahead because, you know, they deal more damage. They do get stunned when you shoot them, though, so use that stun to your advantage. Also, use their stupidity to their advantage, too. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to my Uzi. I have enough ammo for it now, so we're good to go. Okay, so take care of these guys. There you go. Go inside of here. Take care of him. Go inside. Grab weapons. Double Uzi. There you go. Take care of the dickhead around that corner. Don't worry, he'll be about now. No enemies. Okay, good. Grab health. There's 2 fucking enemies inside the area of the armor. Take them out. Just take them out. See? Armor. Now we're ready to go. Oh, we have a crouch button too. You're never really gonna find a use for the crouch button. It exists. It's, you know, puts you a bit lower in the view. If you're hiding behind a small wall, maybe it can be useful for cover, but they always run up to you, so not really. And you gotta move fast anyway, so, yeah, crouching sucks. Don't use crouching. Just run. Run and gun is the way of TimeSplitters. Wait for it. There you go. And yeah, this is sort of how the game works out here. You know, this is hard mode, so, you know, cover and all, great tactics. Remember, I'm playing blindly on casual play. Okay, so now here comes the part of the turret. It's right down the stairs to my right. Usually on the right there's nothing at all. But in hard, there's a turret waiting for you, and it will fuck you up as soon as it sees you. See? Here's my way of taking care of them. Shoot them. Eventually, after a few shots, they will blow up and stay dead. That's it. You should do that for all turrets. Now it's time for the second thing of hard that you will usually find with these games, and that is the TimeSplitters. And I don't mean the fact that they appear when you get an item, I mean that they never stop appearing. I believe they will infinitely spawn at this point, no matter what. Your only chance of getting the fuck out is to just keep shooting, keep moving, don't stop, don't let them keep spawning. Because you can get stuck in an area because of this shit. All you have to do is just run and shoot. That's it. Their health is low, so killing them is easy. You just have to keep running forward, keep shooting them through your machine gun, your shotgun, or whatever. I recommend the shotgun at this point. And yeah, that's it. Nothing else to it. Pretty simple. They suck, but once you get past them, you win. So again, you know, fair length. They went longer each time. That's the usual of the difficulty spikes. But hey, that's how it works, and this is a fair played level. Now it's time for the next level, which is... Okay, so first of all, the next level is going to be way in the future. In fact, it is, well, a few years ago, actually. Just kidding, it's way in the future. Just kidding, it is back a few years ago. Cyberden. Got Deacon Swain and Chastity Detroit.
Oh boy, am I ready for this?
He doesn't appear ever again, just one game. But this chick, Chastity...
No problem.
She does appear in every game afterwards. However, her name gets changed. Sorry about that. Her name gets changed to Chastity.
Oh boy.
Yep, Detroit's just gone. And also, her spot, because she's a police officer, changes too. It is the same chick, same headgear, same clothing, same, you know, skin. Anyway, this level sucks. Cyberden is the hardest level to me in the entire game. There's a later level that I believe is second hardest, but this one is bullshit. And my reasoning why will become apparent when we get to hard, okay? But right now, our goal here, which I will almost always show you, but I do end up forgetting and just going forward. The objective here is to grab an item and get back here to the start. Because that's where the finish line is, see? It's to get the cyborg's plans. Now here's the thing. I'm changing back to best, and not only that, but I have a pistol and a proximity mine. It's a throwable weapon, you put it on the ground, and you can fuck people up with that, or you can throw it at people and they can blow up immediately. Here's the thing. Here's what I gotta say about the proximity mine to any throwable weapon. Don't use them. Throwable weapons are your basically last hope. Never use them. There's also an assault shotgun, which is great, and a minigun, which is fucking godly. You want to make it through here, you use a minigun and a fucking shotgun. Don't use anything else. Every other gun sucks. Minigun and shotgun, baby. That's your arsenal. Now, this place is a bit mazy. You know, you have to look around a bunch to find your way through. But not only that, but it has one of the rare instances of interactivity. What do I mean by that? Because so far it's just been shooting enemies. Well, interactivity means you have to do something, not just like go forward and shoot. Now, I do mean it is a rare instance because the game never, ever really does this ever again, for the most part. Also, it's a rocket launcher. Explosive weapons like the rocket launcher are great. This one can fire 3 rockets at once. That's awesome. But the problem is, not only is it low on ammo, but it hurts you as well. And you need to remember that enemies can fuck you up by running up to you. They always run up to you. So, yeah. Rocket launcher isn't a great weapon in the long run. It is great against machinery, though, and for long distance. So if there's enemies right in front of you at a long distance, or there's a machine, like a fucking turret gun in front of you, the rocket launcher is going to be your best friend there, but otherwise, don't use it. Also, there's armor around the corner. Grab the armor. However, when you get to later things, keep the armor around. Don't use it immediately, like I did here. There's a reason for this. So where's the interactivity? Well, on easy, our key card was right there, so I don't have to worry about the interactivity at all. In medium and hard, though, you do have to interact with something. And the thing is, the game only does this about once, really. Once you do use interactivity, then, yeah, that's about it. You did it. Congratulations. But you'll get confused. You'll get confused immediately on the first time because the game hasn't really, you know, major interactive doors, major interactive anything, really. Just shoot at enemies. We interact with the guns. Also, we have a whole bunch of shit because we've unlocked a whole new set of levels. Yes, by completing these 3, we now get the next set. However, we only get to play on easy for these. The Village, Chemical Plant, and Planet X. In order to get the other difficulties, we have to complete the difficulties beforehand of these levels to get them.
No problem.
So when we get the hard and the medium for these next 3 levels, we have to do medium and hard here. Which, yeah, there's interactivity here, and it only really does this in this level. The interactivity involves you pressing the X button, which you never really use ever again, on a control panel. Now, as you'll see here, I didn't know that. And I don't think you would know that either, until I told you. Because, had I stayed quiet here, and not tell you, when you see what I'm doing, you might be thinking, where do I have to go? It's so confusing. You would think the same thought I did, where I was confused on what to do, where to go, and everything. But now that I told you, now you're gonna be waiting for why I didn't figure this out sooner. Why I didn't figure out, maybe I should interact with this. This is a shitty design, I will admit. This level has kind of the worst design out of any. Every other level has some fairly decent design and, you know, it's fairly linear and way to go. This one's a maze. It's great for deathmatch because you can go around and fucking, like, take care of a whole bunch of shit, but, yeah, otherwise, no. By the way, 1 inch of health left, and I survived. So, by the way, the rocket launcher. I mean, it's great. Also, there's the turret. Now we shoot with the fucking rocket launcher. I grabbed the armor right here. I don't know yet about the armor, but we'll get to use it soon. And yeah, now I know I can destroy those fucking turrets. So, yeah, rocket launch the turrets. But after that, use a minigun or the assault shotgun. Both of them are actually really good for this level. And if you're speedrunning this, assault shotgun. Just assault shotgun. Also, you know, for your casual play, clear out the enemies around here so it's easier for you. And you can, you know, go around and grab weapons as well to get your ammo. Now, here comes the important part. When we get into the fucking bullshit of the panel. Because so far, we haven't really thought of, you know, interacting with anything, because there's nothing to interact with, and never will be. Except for this instance in this level alone. This will confuse most players on the first go, because they'll be like me, they're gonna look around, go in these caves, you know, find there's dead ends around here and they can't get up. You know, a whole bunch of bullshit that they can't deal with. But the game never tells them what they can do. Just that, you know, you run forward, grab thing, go back. Shoot enemies as well. You know, pretty bare bones basic stuff. Less advanced than Doom in this sort of way. But it's fun. It's like playing Quake or Serious Sam in a way. But here's the thing. Now we're here, and now I'm confused. Where the fuck do I go? Where's the thing that I need to find? There's some enemies here too. How do I get there? I can't jump. Jesus Christ. And then I decide, well, there's a thing here. Do I press the X button on it? Because I can't figure anything out. I'll look around. Maybe I missed something. But I'm pretty sure I didn't. I'm pretty sure that around the entire fucking level already. And you see, the mindscape they gave you is that there's nothing to interact with. Everything is already opened up for you. All you have to do is just run in, get the shit, run back. That's it. There's nothing else to do here. There's nothing to, you know, interact with. There's no doors to open, no buttons to press. You just go through a fucking hallway sometimes and grab the item, then get the fuck out of there. That's it. You don't interact. You don't press things. This is the only level where you press anything. Now, later games, you'll be pressing a lot of things. You'll be pressing the X button quite a few times, actually. But for TimeSplitters 1, you only press one thing in the entire game. And after that, the only button you're going to be pressing is your fucking analog stick and a goddamn fire button. Maybe also the aiming button for the zombies. And maybe also the secondary for whenever you need the secondary, which there will be times we need it. But not here. Not here. No, no. For this one, you press the X button on that panel right over to my right. It's not obvious you have to do this, because, again, the game never makes it obvious that you can actually interact with this thing, because it never does this ever again. But yeah, it shocked me when I found out I can interact with that, and I wish the game did this more, but it is a one-off thing, so that is annoying. And you'll only do this about twice if you're perfect here, because you only really use it for medium and hard for this level, and that's it. Yeah, it's a bit shit. It's a bit shit. What can you do though? But you know something else? You know something else? There it is. There's our plans. I have low health. There are no other health items around. And around this corner, there's enemies. Well, that's it. So, with no health items around, no armor, no health pickups, and as much health to go for, I have to be careful. But I grab the key card, and then I get the fuck out of there. Oh, there's an enemy right down here. I'm now on one sliver of health. Yeah, I have no health, basically. Can I even survive? They're throwing rocket launchers at me. They're trying to shoot the shit out of me. They're trying to fuck up my day. Well, yes. I do survive. Because I am good. But now comes the pain. Because easy and medium have been no problem. Hard fucking sucks. Now, when it comes to story mode, when it comes to difficulty, when it comes to people's opinions, a level way later on is the hardest level of the fucking game in story mode. I disagree. That one, you take your time, you're fine. This one, it respawns enemies, not just TimeSplitters. Actual normal enemies respawn and fuck ya. And not only that, they lock your normal path. You have to go the long way. Which I usually go anyway, but if you want to go back the normal way, you can't now. It's locked once you get the fucking thing. So guess what? After a fuck ton of tries, I had to make my own shitty speedrun of this fucking difficulty. So, here is my crap speedrun of hard Cyberden. Fuck this level. This is the only way I could beat this. I could not beat this casually. I had to fucking rush it. Because they kept spawning enemies and they kept fucking me. So here we go. There is a fucking rocket launcher right behind you. There's a whole bunch of enemies spawning in, also with rocket launchers. And a lot of machine guns too. There'll be more rocket launchers coming after you. Rocket launchers can kill you in one hit with full health. I use the minigun. I would also recommend the shotgun here for its normal fire, which is the singular fucking straight fire. Dodge rockets as best as you can. Destroy that fucking turret immediately. Kill all the fucking rocket launcher pricks and keep fucking running. Go all the way forward, make sure you have a lot of health remaining. Which for you and me is not much. Hit the button and get the fuck back. Don't have the enemies up there, just forget about them. Got a little bit of health by there as well. Get that fucking armor now. Now, just run. Kill that guy, go over there, dodge bullets, dodge fucking rockets, keep shooting. Run across, fire these assholes, and then go right. Fire him, kill him if you can. Go around a fucking circle like this and kill these guys. Now, grab the thing, fall down this gap, run down here, kill the enemies and get the fuck out. Use your shotgun or the pistol. I recommend the shotgun and the minigun still. Don't use the rocket launcher unless you're on the long range, even though I wouldn't recommend it. Right here, though, I use the rocket launcher because seriously, I'm on low health and I'm in a fucking hurry, so I have to kill these motherfuckers as fast as I can and get rid of them because they will fuck my shit up otherwise. Once they're all dead with rocket launcher, I then drop down. I fucking run. Keep circle strafing like this. Exit done. 2 minutes, 1.4. That was the only way I could beat it. It took me 50 tries to do this. And a reminder, this was my first time. I've been playing this game blindly, and it's supposed to be casual, but hard Cyberden does not respect casual players. You have to be fast. So yeah, that was 2005. And we got enemy rockets now. I don't remember what enemy rockets does. I'm not using cheats. But, yeah. Now we can do village, we can do the chemical, the plant, and Planet X. So, there you go. And yeah, new stuff in the multiplayer, which all levels will be unlocked as well. And Last Stand, by the way. I'll show off all the modes later on in the last part. But for now, next time, we're doing the village. Thanks for watching, I'll see you all then.